Hi everyone, want to guess what's in the bag? Into Resin have sent me these. And, oh look, isn't that good? They've all fallen face down so that you can not spoil the surprise. Handmade mould with crystal effect shine. These aren't all crystal effect, I don't think. I asked them for 3 in particular. Oh goodness me. I can see the sparkle already. It's a lotus flower. Can you see the sparkle in the mould? Isn't that amazing? Right, we're going to test these as well. This isn't just an unboxing. See sparkle in there already. That's with Valentine's Day in mind. I know as I film this, it's getting very close. By the time the video's out, it'll be pretty imminent, I think. But that is a crystally backed heart mould. 2 different shaped hearts. Right, lovely. And if I remember rightly, this is a big water lily as well. Oh, that bit of paper. I think this is a handmade. Yes, it looks handmade, doesn't it? Ah, that's clever. The splits in the top. I wondered how on earth you'd get this out. This isn't a crystal one, but it is a big water lily. Big lotus flower. And I was mostly intrigued to see how on earth that would work and how you would demould it. That's clever. Anybody who's interested in making awkward shaped moulds, take note. If you use a really good soft silica, this is incredibly soft, the mould just goes back together and it works. Apparently. Let's try them. So, as we are going to be testing new moulds, I'm just going to mix up some just clear resin, because then we won't have anything to distort how lovely it's looking, and we'll see what they come out like. So I'll be back with the resin in a moment. Okay, so the resin I'm going to be using is my usual Apex 1:1. It's called High Gloss, and although that is quite deep, it'll handle that no problem. It's there's not a massive volume. Well, there probably will be quite a bit, but it's not like a deep pour type volume. And also Apex goes up to quite a depth anyway. So we'll be fine with just the normal high gloss. And it will therefore be cured within, well, they say 20 hours. I usually find I can demould it a lot quicker than that, especially if you put it through a curing machine. But a couple of hours will do it then. But it normally I find I can demould after about 10 or 12 hours if the room's nice and warm. So I should be able to demould these today. Having said that, because this one looks like it's going to be it's going to have delicate petals, I've seen the pictures and it's got all delicate petals and things. I might need to leave it the full time so it really harden before I dare demould it. So I don't know, we'll see. There could be 2 stages of demoulding here. Okay, we're nearly there with mixing this up. For anybody who doesn't know yet, the Apex resins now come with pumps, so it's a lot less messy. They come with these, look. Brilliant. Makes it easier for measuring as well, because you can go 1, 2, 3 squirts. I wouldn't rely on it too much, being accurate in terms of number of squirts. Those of you who like to measure and be more accurate, do so still. But, I have to say, so far, I've found it pretty accurate. But it has certainly cut down a lot of my mess in the craft room, which is fantastic. Obviously, I don't think the pumps come with the very small bottles, but they got the 1000ml kit. Which isn't that big, and that came with the pumps. Brilliant. I love it when our suppliers are crafters themselves, so they get it. Now, as you can see, I've mixed it a bit more slowly than I usually do. I've got very little in the way of bubbles there, and it degasses really fast anyway. I could run this through the airless machine because it's quite a big mould, and it's the sort that might get bubbles trapped, isn't it? Because it's all little nooks and crannies. But let's see how it looks without, because I really want to test the mould just as is, and not everybody's got an airless machine, have they? Right, these should be about ready to demould now. It's been a good few hours, and I did put them under a heat lamp, so yeah, should be. First of all, I did wonder what would happen if I put some glitter in the back of the crystal flower that we've seen before. And this is a very beautiful glitter. It's one from Jam Pot Glitter. I can't remember what it's called. But I'll put you the link for Jam Pot glitter down below. A bit of surplus there. Oh, look at that. As if it wasn't sparkly enough already. Oh, that is colour flipping from every angle. Ooh, I say. And that's just putting a bit of glitter in it. What I did was, when I filled, it was filled up and still, obviously, well, it was really wet still. I literally only just poured it. I just sprinkled a bit of glitter on the back and then just got a stick and made sure it got out to all the points. And I knew some would sink and some would float. And isn't that gorgeous? Right, so that's him. Let's see what the others look like. Should we do the heart next? No, I did ruin one. I dropped something in it. Honestly, this is the problem with trying to do too many projects at once. It is still slightly soft. Just slightly. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That is proper crystal sparkly, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. And does it show? Yes, it shows through the back nicely too. So you could do that up either way, but I think this is the way up, isn't it? Lovely. Yes, impressed with these moulds. Let's see if this one's firmed up properly. No, I'm going to leave these a little bit longer, and the big one. Oh, I don't know, the big one seems okay. We'll come back to the little lotus. Right, well that seems to loosen easy enough. The bit where those splits are, there's just a little bit of overspill to pull off. That's just what's come up through the splits. That's easy enough to do. I just imagine this being really hard to demould, but let's try. Obviously this isn't a crystally one, this is just a spectacular looking mould. This silicone is ridiculously soft. So that was ridiculously easy. Oh, I say, look at that. Look at that. Now it did trap a few bubbles just under that top edge. Here we go, we can just trim that off. That's where it came up through those splits in the mould. If we want to, we can always sand that a little bit afterwards just to make sure, but could have used a deburring tool along that, of course, whatever you've got really. That is nothing short of spectacular. I seem to have damaged the end of that petal, but I don't think it matters too much. It's still a little bit soft there actually. Let's point it up like that. There we are, nobody will ever know. But look at that. Now that with a bit of colour in it, a bit of sparkle or whatever, just a bit of pearl mica, especially if I could get the centre a different colour. If I remember rightly, on my lilies the stamens are always a brighter colour, bright yellow, irrespective of what colour the petals are. So we'll have a bit of fun with that. Right, I'll be back in probably another hour when the other little lotus flower is cured. So hold on there, I shall be back in a blink of an eye to you, and we will be demoulding that one too. Okay, in another hour this is cured. And this is another one that's all crystally. Starting to see it already. Let's have a look. When I say cured, it's been under a heat lamp, so it's slightly soft. Because I was trying to hurry it up a bit because it was lagging behind the others. I think just because it's so thin. So, you know, should be patient and wait longer really. Oh, look. You can really see the sparkle in that, can't you? Is it coming over on the camera? I hope so. Looks like I didn't quite get into the ends in places with the resin. It's a bit of a delicate fiddly little mould, but oh, I say, isn't that pretty? The petals even curl up. Yeah, I should have taken a little bit more time to get down in there with the resin. I love the little sphere in the middle as well. Isn't that lovely? You could do that a different colour quite easily, couldn't you? Anyway, there we go. So we have the most beautiful big lotus flower. We have sparkly hearts. That is gorgeous. Isn't that lovely? And we have this little lotus. That's just beautiful. That would make such a nice brooch, that would. And this one, which I believe some of you are using as a brooch, but Don't be afraid to put glitter in it. Look at that. There's one without, and there's one with. I'll put links for the website below, obviously, for these moulds. This one I'm absolutely stunned by. I'm going to have to do some fun things with that, won't I? So I'll put you the links below. I have got a discount code for these people into resin. I have to say their service has been very good. The communication's been great and everything so far. I am quite impressed. So take advantage of the discount code. It's in the video description down below where it says more. Just click on that, you'll find it down below there. Right, while I'm here then, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you for the next video. Now YouTube thinks you might want to watch this next, so enjoy. See you for the next one. Bye.